So, Mr. Secretary, thank you very much. We'll just thank the American government for the invitation to participate in this summit. I think it's a summit that's been long overdue. I believe it's the second. The last time was what, over 10 years ago? Yeah, perhaps we should be doing it more. But it's good that it has happened. It gives us an opportunity to talk about many common threats and challenges that we have, which you've identified. And particularly for us, to be able to put into relief where we are. Yesterday I had I was part of an extremely useful meeting with the people from the Congress to come and talk about security matters. I believe that, Madam, you were there, you were part of the meeting. And its significance for us. And I think that beyond everything, that is a matter that I want to urge upon you. Today, Russian mercenaries are on our northern border. Burkina Faso has now entered into an arrangement to go along with Mali in employing the Wagner forces there. I believe a mine in southern Burkina has been allocated to them as a form of payment for their services. Prime Minister of Burkina Faso in the last 10 days has been in Moscow. And to have them operating on our northern border is particularly distressing for us in Ghana. Apart from not accepting the idea of great powers once again making Africa their theater of operation, we have a particular position that you know about over the Ukraine war, where we have been very, very vocal and upfront about condemning the invasion of Russia by Russia. And therefore, then now to have this group at our borders is a matter of some considerable disquiet and concern for us. And we really like to have a privileged opportunity to talk about its implications and what we believe ought to be the case. This is what took place with the discussion in the Congress yesterday, which I found very fruitful. And I would like that the themes of that discussion should be the themes that we should continue to address. To what extent we can have you as a partner in confronting these threats. It is very important that ECOWAS and the West African area remains a democratic space. There's a reason for the actions we took over the coup d'etats in Burkina Faso, in Mali, and in Guinea. And ECOWAS has been very consistent in refusing to deal with these governments because of the undemocratic nature of their accession to power. The commitment to democratic values and institutions is a high priority for our states. We in Ghana have been through all kinds of arrangements, governance arrangements in the past, one-party state, all kinds of experiments have taken place. And our people are now very clear in their mind. They want to go down the avenue of democratic engagement. And that is why the last 30 years of the Fourth Republic have been the most stable in our country's history. We want to do everything to preserve that. But there are enemies of democracy who are working hard in West Africa today. And therefore it's important that we bring that matter to your notice and see to what extent we can engage you as a reliable partner in the pushback of those forces.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And so guys, have you heard the president of Ghana, Mr. Odo Nana Akufo, I think those are his names, went and engaged the American government to come and intervene in the situation, or to come and intervene on the situation which is happening in the Sahel region, starting with Burkina Faso, Mali, Chad, Gabon. That is why most of the times we say Africans, we are our own enemies. We are the architects of our own downfall. Our brothers have been muzzled for centuries. Our brothers have been suppressed for centuries by France. Finally, they have kicked France out. Then he goes ahead and engages the American government to come back and fight the people who helped them to be delivered from this colonial trap that France trapped them for centuries, decades, and years. Now, in case you don't understand what is going on here, the Sahel region with these countries of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger no longer want to deal with France. France is an ally of America. In fact, they are in the same organization which they have formed a military organization called the NATO. So if these countries refuse to deal directly with France and they have booted out France because they don't want to be trapped anymore in the colonial system of colonization, exploitation, being muzzled and being suppressed upon and being taken for a ride by these European countries, he goes ahead and engages the United States, which is a member of NATO, which is an ally of France. In short, what he's trying to say is we have booted out France, but we can bring France again using the back door in the form of a US-Ghana intervention. Your friends have been suffering. Finally, they have broken chains from their oppressors. You want to bring another oppressor in the back door to come and start fighting your fellow brothers and sisters who have just been delivered, who have just been set free from the trap of colonialism. To be fair and honest with you, I'm very, very, very disappointed in the president of Ghana. I never expected for him that he can venture or do such a thing to his fellow Africans. It simply shows that we still have puppet leaders in West Africa. This Ghanaian president comes out and lectures Macron, he puts out a show, but at the back door they go and start drinking coffee together. It's like they're making a stunt to have a PR, a public relation stunt, so that he looks good in the face of Africans, that is able to stand against the European pressure. But when they go in their boardrooms, they go in their meeting rooms, they'll tell him to jump and he says, how high, boss, must I jump? It is so disappointing. It is so heartbreaking what this Ghanaian government has done. This is betrayal of the highest order. And the people of Ghana, if you are not careful with this president of yours, is going to make you be trapped in the American traps of IMF. I've heard that the IMF is on his neck. Fellow Africans, my brothers and sisters from Ghana, please wake up and see what your president is plotting. And for the people of these other nations that is trying to bring America to come and attack and say take care or take out, chase out the Wagner group, which has helped them to be set free from the colonial trap. He wants to bring America and trap them back again, put them back in a trap. We stand and say no as Africans. President Nana, you have disappointed us as Africans. Actions have not gone unnoticed. We have noticed your actions and we condemn your actions of what you have done.